What's going on, all of you growers and smokers out there? EasyBreezy here, coming back with another video, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be showing you how to remove contamination from your substrate or grain spawn. Hope you enjoy. Yes, it's true, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm not talking about the patch you see here. This is healthy mycelium here. You can see the little veins of the hyphae flowing down through the corn, and the popcorn actually is popcorn. And when I turn the jar around, you can see we have this strange little patch all by its lonesome out here, and it's very hard to see on the camera here. I try to get the light in a little bit better, but a little bit deeper inside it's actually turning green, and you can see it's more or less a cobwebby look to it. It doesn't have the hyphae in it, the little vein looking hair-like substances in there. It looks more cobwebby, more thin strands. So today I'm going to show you how to remove this, because luckily we caught it pretty early here. That's why it's always important to keep an eye on your jars day by day. Every day I go through and look at it morning and night. It's actually 10 o'clock right now when I'm making this video. So we caught it right in the nick of time, and it's right on the top too, so it's going to be really easy to extract. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin this process. So I'm going to take you guys through a little bit of my setup before we get into this full process. That way you guys can see what I'm seeing. I broke my tripod earlier, so we're going to have a little bit different of a recording setup, but I hope it works out really well. And I guess if this video is published, then I guess it did. So we got ourselves a PS1 on top to keep a little weight on here in case we bump ourselves around, because we'll be putting our arms underneath this table here. We got ourselves a poor man still air box here. Of course, we got ourselves our gloves here. We have our 70% isopropyl alcohol here, so we're going to sanitize our gloves and hands before I really go in there and crack the top open on that bad boy. So next time you see me, I'll have the gloves on. I'll go through and do all of my prep work, and we will get cracking. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just sanitized my hands. I used my nose to start the recording of this. It's time to crack this open, but first I think we should talk about our plan of attack. Now, you can see here we only have that small little infected area, so I got myself a plastic spoon here, and I'm going to sanitize that. And I think I'm going to try to scoop out all of the affected area around there. I'm going to keep this jar tilted here, remove all of that, use a couple Q-tips with some isopropyl alcohol on it. Go ahead and wipe down the surface of the glass itself too, and let that air dry out, and throw everything back together. I think that's how we're gonna do this, and I think it's gonna work too. I hope it's gonna work. Anyways, no more delays. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy open. Go ahead and take off all of our tape here, and we can throw this onto Breezy's lap because he doesn't mind. Go ahead and crack this bad top off. Oh yeah. Throw this lid off to the side very carefully. Slide this over, and you can see it's only, well, I don't want to tip this up too much because I don't want to spill anything out. But you can see here it's just a little, like two popcorn kernels down, so we're gonna remove that little layer. So now that we got the top off, let's grab our spoon. We got our spoon here. We'll set this down here, and I did sanitize the table itself too prior to recording all of this. Let's open up. We have a little alcohol pad here that we're going to use to sterilize this spoon if I don't ruin everything here. So we'll get this open, and this is kind of more or less of a towel, but it'll work the same. We'll go ahead and really clean up this spoon, paying attention to get both sides. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm talking through the tube right here, so you know. Wipe down the handle itself. And I'm gonna try to edit this as minimal as I can, but I think this one part here I'll edit out. So now that our spoon is all dried, we can go ahead and scoop out this contamination. So we got it right here, right where my thumb is, and I'm gonna stick my spoon in, and it's okay if we make a little bit of a mess if some stuff fall out. Oh, there we go. And just kind of throw it all around. I'm also gonna scrape off this top layer too. I'm gonna scrape it right onto the table because I don't care. Perfect. And I'm also actually gonna burrow down a little bit deeper here and get some of this stuff off the side. Perfect. Perfect. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my cotton swab, or my Q-tip I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and dip this into some isopropyl alcohol. And there we go, I just got this Q-tip here, dipped it into isopropyl alcohol, 70%. And I'm gonna very carefully clean the side of this. Get that all cleaned up, very nice. Perfect. And just like that, we can let everything settle back down. Throw the top on. We can get it on there straight. Get the top back on. Grab your micro pour tape. Throw it right back on top. Just like that. And now you're all set to go. Now it's going to be important. The next 24 to 48 hours is going to be very important. Go ahead and watch that infected area. Sometimes I'll leave a mark on the side of the jar where the infected area is, and keep a close eye on that area. So anyways, I know on this side it's the direct opposite side of where the mycelium is grown, so I'm going to be watching that for the next 24 hours and see what happens. Here we are about 60 hours later. You can see how much the mycelium has grown since then. And if we turn it around to where that contamination spot was, you can see that there is nothing there. It is all cleared. If we had left any trace of the contamination behind, we would no doubt have seen traces of it by now. But everything looks crystal clear and a-okay, and we are back growing again. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you learned something, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And catch you guys later.